I have two very important questions for you today. One is, what do you have a passion for? All right, think about that for a moment. And number two is, what are you most passionate about? All right, so if you write your answer in the comments, that will give us a springboard and give us something to think about today. So I say to you again, what do you have a passion for? And what are you most passionate about? All right, so let's think of an example here for a moment. Maybe you have a passion for eating really good food. You just, anytime you have an opportunity, you want to have just a really good meal. All right? But are you passionate about that? Do you go out of your way to find a place where you can eat a really good meal? Or do you fix meals that are just, you just can't wait to dig into them? Okay, so those are two very important questions for you. What is it that feeds that passion or that desire? What is driving you in that? Because something the Lord gave me this morning, and that's why I wanted to come on with you today to give this teaching to you, was He told me a passion without a purpose is like a plague. And I was like, okay, Lord, I'm not quite sure I understand that. And He said, well, you have a great desire and a great passion for teaching. All right? But there was a period of time where you weren't able to really teach anyone anything. You had taken an early retirement from teaching. You were not in the realm of making videos like you are now. So you had missed that passion in your life. Therefore, you didn't have that purpose. So, because you were always thinking about it and you wanted an opportunity to do it, it became like a plague because it would always be on your mind. It was always something that you had a drive and a desire to do, but you weren't able to fulfill that desire. So it became like a plague to you. So I ask you to think about, what did you write in the comments? What is your passion and what are you passionate about? Because if there is no purpose to that passion, it's like a plague. It's going to be like a plague to you. My husband is probably one of the most passionate people. He's passionate about all kinds of things, and he doesn't understand a lot of times why other people aren't that passionate. He can, as my sister says, talk to a turnip, which is a compliment to him because he can. He can talk to anybody really about anything because he's full of passion. He's passionate about all kinds of things. But what plagues him, what brings him down, what gets him kind of off track is when he doesn't have any purpose for that passion, no direction, no way of an outlet for that. Say that you just had a passion for cooking and you couldn't wait to get in the kitchen and you couldn't wait to prepare this meal and this and that and the other thing. Well, if you don't have a purpose for that, you don't have anyone to cook for, what are you doing with that passion? I have a friend of mine who lives overseas, and she is an awesome, fantastic baker. And for a long time, she would bake and bake and bake, and here and there she'd have friends over, but she would bake all this stuff and have no purpose for it. Well, what did she do? She found a purpose for her passion. And she goes now and donates what she bakes to women's shelters so that they can enjoy her creations, and she has a purpose for it. So she gets up every morning and she's like, wow, I have a purpose for this passion. I am filling this passion, and I have a direct purpose for it. So I want you to think about that. What are you passionate about? What do you have a passion for? And is there a purpose for it? Okay, you can go on YouTube here and you can have tens of thousands of videos. And I think, I may be wrong, but I think you can pretty much quickly tell who's passionate and who's not. Who's there just doing the video, maybe for views, maybe because they're making lots of money, maybe because they kind of like it, but they're not passionate about it. You can tell. You can tell when someone has passion and is passionate about something because they're all in. They can't wait to do it. They can't wait to share it. But they have also found their purpose for that passion. So if you're struggling with this, I ask you to go to the Lord, and I ask you to ask Him to reveal to you, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? I don't think for all of you it's going to come as any surprise what He reveals to you, because in that is how He built you. It's how He created you. He created you with passions. He created you to be passionate about things. Just like so many people, myself included, is passionate about my relationship with the Lord. Well, if I don't spend any time doing that, then what is the purpose? But two, if I can't share what He gives me with others, then I don't have a purpose. If I'm just keeping it all to myself, then I'm not sharing that passion. If maybe you have a talent and skill that you're really good at, but maybe you're not passionate about it, well, then maybe it doesn't have a purpose for you right now. But I encourage you to find, what is your passion? What is it that you can't wait to share with others? Because then that becomes your purpose, and you have a purpose to your passion, and you bring that to the world, and you make the world a better place because of your passion. So I hope that you will take that seriously. You will sit with the Lord. You will sit even with others and say, what is it that I'm always talking about? What is it that I'm very passionate about? And believe me, they will tell you. Now, if you have a list of 20 things that you're passionate about, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But what are you most passionate about? And then what is the purpose that you're going to share with others concerning that passion? Maybe you can help your wonderful building things. Well, maybe you can go out into the community and help people build things, or maybe you can help kids build things. You can share that passion with someone else or with others. So I hope that you really take this to heart. You discover your passion or your passions, and then you have a purpose for that, because we don't want to be plagued by our passions. We want to share them. We want to bring them to those that the Lord puts into our path to share with. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to the next video that will be on a new and different topic that will come up next. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.